I'm Anderson, and my full names are Uwineza Adolata Anderson. I am an artist, and I am also a cultural entrepreneur. And the titles are getting more and more fancier, and it's fun. So in the artist part, I do music, recording artists, performing live. In the business, I do the cultural entrepreneur. I have two businesses, the Anderson Experience and Uwi Consultancy. And in terms of my upbringing, I was born and raised in Rwanda. So I am a full fruit of what this country creates. I grew up heavily influenced by Cecile Kayirebwa because they played her music intensely on RTV. A little bit of a Source of Destiny's Child, Beyonce, a little bit of Cisco, Dance for Me. And it made me fall in love with it heavily. So everywhere I was, from primary to high school, like Saint-André, where there was Ciné Moumena, where there was the football space, I always would go towards the performing arts. So I was dancing, I was singing, either in church. I even sang in the Catholic chapel of Saint-André, soprano. So it was always, I always gravitated towards art. Whether theater, whether music, whether anywhere where there was artists, I had to be there. And it's really fun. I've really been able to take all that in as a sponge and create such businesses as the Anderson Experience, where I take everything I learned or everything I've experienced and give it back to both artists and the audience. So I've realized that I enjoy a lot interacting with the audience. So if I'm on stage, you will always find that I do call and respond. You know, one of my songs, Easy, and then I make the audience respond. I enjoy intensely rehearsals because in theater we get to rehearse a lot. So we have so much fun with creation. It takes about a month or two to just create a piece. But with music, where I enjoy more is working with a band. So telling them, go upper, go higher, let's start with this, let's start with that. I have had so much fun doing it. I didn't know the name for it. So I had to ask the people in theater. I was like, when you're doing this, what is this called? And they were like, oh, it's music directing. And that, oh, it's so much fun. It really lights me up. It brings the fire. And I love when the artists also in music finally get to experience rehearsals, because with theater we experience rehearsals, but with music it's really not, we don't get the 1 month of rehearsing. So I worked with people like Sema, like E.T., and when they start, they meet with the band, they say hi, but it's something they're not naturally familiar with. But once they do rehearsals of at least 3 to 4 days, they will not accept to step on stage until they rehearse. They're like, we have to have our rehearsal time, because you know you're ready, you're prepared. It goes in the body. You bond with the band. They know how to communicate. You know, go up or go high, or let's stop or let's, you know. And it also creates another experience and another movement on stage, and that's something I really, really enjoy, and I'm getting to do more. And another thing I enjoy for me is, which is why people are calling me the fixer now. People are coming up with the fixer, and also the fixer. I enjoy helping people in terms of anything. If you want to meet Héritier from New Times, you see the shot and you're like, who helped you do that? I want to do that too. And then I do it. I send them your number, I put you guys in contact. Then people see me on Royal FM, they're like, oh, do you work there now? Because we would like to pull up. And I'm like, no, but I can put you in contact with them. So this thing of bringing community together, specifically from the creative industry to the business world, and bringing them together, it's something that I've really been enjoying, and it's why I'm starting Uwi Consultancy, because I've realized that it's something that I do very naturally and I'm actually good at. I don't have to use my brain and that much, and I'm like, maybe I should do a business about that. So yeah, that's part of the things I've realized I'm enjoying doing. After the genocide against the Tutsis, a lot of things changed. Music, theater, dance, even new things came up. We have Afrobeat, that was not a thing. We have Afrofusion, that was not a thing. So the upside of being in this time, in brand new in a growing creative industry is you can try a lot of things, and failure is not the end of the world. For example, as I've just said, I have 2 businesses that I've started, and because there are not many, grown-ups, I'm among the pioneers. And it's strange, it is, because I should have people I can ask, I should have mentors, I should have spaces, but we are building spaces. Like where we're sitting inside the Circle Kigali, it's a therapy space, yet I do a cultural night here every Mondays. So the upside is, because it's new, it's very mendable. It's something you can pull and bend and mix and kill and bring back. So that for me has been the greatest upside, is that I can try things, I can do things. And even big spaces like BK Arena, they see me on stage twice and they call, want to pull up and do something with us. So that's one of the upside, because normally if I go to South Africa, that's going to be very, very different. If I go to Europe, it's completely going to be different. There's, everything, the systems are so ingrained and so strong. And the upside of here is that we're building, is that we're trying, is that we're, The downside of it is also kind of similar, because if there's no system, then people have no idea what you're saying. They don't understand why you need 50 million to build a cultural center. We don't have a cultural center in Rwanda. It's a very big problem. Yet we're saying we want young people to drink less or to be mentally well. We want to take care of their mental health. But where are the spaces where young people can go, be themselves, have fun without beer? We don't have. Most activities that are here, that we're creating or that are presently running, involve a lot of alcohol, and explaining to someone that you're going to need 80 million to build a cultural space, for what? For these young people to go and paint and sing, shake their ass, so that's one side, downside of it. Another one is the money part. Creative industry, from music to film to theater, these things require real capital. These are things that really require a big amount of money. Now, we have, as artists, because artists, we cannot stop being artists just because infrastructure is not there, or just because no capital venture, or this and that. We cannot stop. So artists are working with no money. There is an intense level of financial instability when it comes to the creative industry. And you even meet amazing legends and they still have the same struggle as you. They don't understand how to make money online, monetization. They don't understand, they're like live performance. You used to work for 10, 15 years, we never got paid. You got paid 300,000 and you're complaining. And I'm like, well, a music video requires me 600,000. So this money I made, I cannot even make a music video out of it. So the capital part of things is also something. But I feel that everything is like that in Rwanda. Education, has its own real struggles when it comes to capital. Health, So for me, personally, Anderson, I've chosen that I'm going to do everything I possibly can so that we can make money online and offline to build these things ourselves. Because this country is so ready to help anyone who shows this is the problem, this is the solution, and this is how I need you guys to help. So for me, I've realized if we start touring, artists specifically, and we make money not only here, but also outside of the country, if we're able to take our music, our dance, our heritage, our culture, and we can export it, then we can make money. But that's one way. Someone else is going to come up with another beautiful way, and someone else is going to, if we're 10, 20, pushing like how I know for a fact we are pushing, I can't wait to see where we will be when we're in our 50s. I can't wait. I realized when I was doing the Anderson experience, which was the singing, which was more for grown-ups, I had the first row, there was always children, 6, 7, 8. And I was like, children have nowhere to sit and learn about culture. And they struggled speaking in Kinyarwanda. Ikinyomoro, they couldn't say the word. And I was like, what? Grandma, nyoko nyoko, and I'm like, what? When did we reach here? When did this become this? And I was like, okay, maybe I can do something about it. So I started using my phone to name Mondays a mumbling Monday. So then I'm gonna train myself on Instagram how to tell tales, uchimikan. So I started that, and I was like, this is not bad. So then I started getting from Prince, Mwene Gihanga, I would get his tale. I would work with Gael Hirgwa in Inyamibwa, get a tale, and then, take my camera, and because I don't know if you remember, but we were beaten in school for speaking Kinyarwanda. Really like warped kuri rassemblement for speaking Kinyarwanda. And I was like, I don't want that for children. I don't want that for the young people. I want us to learn how to mumble. Niyo twavuga mu Cyongereza, twavuga mu Gifaransa, twavuga mu Kinyarwanda, but until we learn how to say what we're trying to say. Niba umwana ashaka kumenya how to say ikinyomoro, for example. First, banza ukivuge, 3 tomato, then you tell him 3 tomato, ikinyomoro. So I was like, okay, how can we mumble? The mumbling part of things, what does it mean? And I was like, dream. Let's dream it. Let's dream of a world where we learn how to speak Kinyarwanda, where we learn how to dance, where we learn how to, all of it, our heritage, where we understand byagenze gute Mwene Gihanga yarinde sabizeze yaje ati. You see? So when I was doing that, the circle contacted me because the founder is called Berabose Aline. She texted me, she was like, would you be interested in physically guci imiganucha, telling these tales in a physical space? And I was like, well, I was doing it for kids. I was thinking more 5 to 12, but why not? So I came here. Yeah, I started this in March this year, 2025 March. The first week of March, twicara ku muriro, did a bonfire, turasakuza. Amakuru bimeze bite? Izina ryawe witwa nde? We learned kwivuga again. And since March till now, we haven't stopped. We started at first doing it Wednesday, now we're doing it Mondays, and we're trying to find language. The thing that I love so much even about Rota, now I have people from Kenya, but remember I started it for kids. I wanted to teach kids kuvuga neza ikinyomoro. But now we have people from Uganda, people from Kenya, people from Sweden, people from Rwanda that were raised in either Belgium or they come and they're like, we really want to find ourselves. We want to understand our identity. We want to learn the language. We want to learn the dancing. And then the young people born and raised here, nkanje, ugasanga turi kwiga ibisakuzo. Ntabwo turi kubasha kuvuga ibisakuzo 40. Cyakwe sawa. It's a shame. Turi abajene 60 tukavuga tuke ninde uzi guca imigani. And we only find tuzinyashya n'ababa undazi wenda mugani w'abidishi, but we cannot find 30 tales. What? To me, it's absurd. So that's when I knew, okay, this Rota is also for grown-ups. It's not just for children. And then, really, grown men, 70s, 80s, started texting me. Ibi bintu muri gukora mukicara muri abajene mwenyine kuki mudahamagara abakuru natwe ngo tuze tubabwire. And then nimukora ikosa ntinduri bubakosore. You are all the same age. If one of you makes a mistake, the other one will not know. So finally, we are inviting also the grown-ups. It's not even we are inviting. We are allowing them to come to Gataramana. Bakatuganiriza, bakatwigisha ibiri byo, ibisi byo, ibi byari bimeze gutya. And we, in the mumbling, get to choose what do we keep and what do we not keep. So for me, Rota, I hope I'm also going to find a way to do it for children. Because my generation is enjoying it. But I also want it for teenagers. I want it for children. Nabo bakuru bansabye ko nabo bashaka habo. N'abakuru baraba mama, papa barashaka habo bicara ku muriro bagatarama, and then maybe at some point we can have a proper intergeneration where teenagers my age 5 twese twicara noneho at some point tukaganira tugaseka tugasakuza tugaca imigani. And I realized in people calling me the fixer. So, for example, Joe Makuza, who started Miss Me with the Bullshit podcast, he was like, he came to my podcast first and he was like, I've been trying to do a podcast for so many years. Can you help me? And I was like, but it's not that hard. You just talk to Mugabo and you talk to this one, and you talk to this one, a little bit of Héritier. So then he started the podcast. And then people wanted to go to Royal FM, they would contact me. And I saw the bigger picture. I was like, okay, so I've built so much connection, even outside of Rwanda, that when someone needs something, it's not hard for me to make it happen. So I was like, okay, let me see the bigger picture. Let me move. What are the actual issues that are making it hard for, let's say, Joe Makuza to start his own podcast, or I don't know, someone to come to Royal FM, an artist to talk about their new release? I figured out it's because we don't have systems. There's really a serious lack of system, of understanding. For if you want to be signed, these are the record labels. And the record labels are the ones that should be doing radio station or making sure you meet with New Times. Okay, so everything is very independent. There's no managers, there's no A&R, there is no. Our Ministry of Youth and Arts, Moya, probably if take like 3-4 years. That's a very, I'm going to go 3 Zirium. That's a very young institution. So I was like, okay, how do I make sure I'm bridging at the gap between the artists? Nobody that been doing this for so many years. Non systems. Niba bashaka kwinjira muri New Times, how do we make that happen? Niba bashaka kumenya kwishura taxes, because we are artists, but we deal with taxes. Niba ngiye performing at Kwiti Zina, they're gonna ask for my TIN number. I don't even know how to make that happen, And that's young people talking to me, and I was like, okay, I have a business, I've dealt with this and that, so maybe I can bridge the gap. So the consultancy for me, the fixer, it's to bridge the gap between the creative world and the business world or the corporate world to Kabihus. Because for me, I believe that's also where the money will be, offline. When I worked with E.T., it was his first time performing with a full band, and it was my first time curating that. So me and him knew we're doing something for the first time. He's a bigger artist than I am. He had done big stages, but they kept putting him on stage without a band and without giving him rehearsal. So we met at French Institute, and I was like, would you be down to try something crazy with me? And he was like, talk to me, what are you thinking? And I was like, I want to put you on stage and I want to put you with a band, but I also want you to do rehearsals and this and this. And he was like, I got you. Like, you don't gotta repeat yourself. So for me, that one, I will completely never forget, because I was scared, he was scared, but we killed it. And even the French Institute where we were, because these are systems that are everywhere in the world. So the French Institute is everywhere, Goethe is everywhere, and those systems are built. Those are built systems. So I was telling them, these are the artists that I want to make a tour. Can you help me as institutes? Performing in Martinique. Is it possible that he can perform in Martinique? Is it possible that he can perform in Paris? And they were like, yeah, it's very possible, but we need to see him with a band. He needs to perform his own songs. A list of everything I need ticked. We ticked everything on that list. Everything. And it was the first show. That's when I knew, I was like, I'm doing the right thing. And then we had Dila. She was the second one. Because it's very important for me, equity. If I have a man first, it needs to be a woman who follows a man and woman. Very hard, because very, very hard. I have to be precise on that. Because the list of Jaman, I feel like 60, 70 guys. But list of girls no kujiza kuri mirongo ine is really hard. And if you go into hip hop, making it even harder. But I was like, I can take on the challenge. So the second one was Dila. Dila creates a theme that she calls African fairy tale. My God, she kills it. She nails it. She puts, her hair is pink and is stranded in some way. It's a whole universe. She does theater, music, and dance. All three disciplines. And people walk kuva muri institute, kuva hanze at the bistro where they eat, kwinjira muri cube. It was a whole thing, and I was like, this is something I can sell. If I write African fairy tale, the first thing that comes to mind for Rwandans is Kirikou. you know. And then Dila had not watched Keriku, so she had a completely different experience of what her own African fairy tale is, you know. And she's not Rwandan. So it's the Anderson experience became way more bigger than I could have even imagined. And then we had Sema. It was his first time also with a live band. It was his first time doing a full set. He did live here because the rehearsals are well curated. And he nailed it. He, like, all of them, I look at them and I'm like, I know I'm doing the right thing. Iyo uri kureba, they're watching you and you're watching them. They're pushing you and you're pushing them. It's breathtaking. I can't pay. It's priceless. I can't pick one. So when I started the Anderson experience, I just wanted to put, honestly, I wanted to put Semasole on stage. But because he had a 9 to 5, I had to put E.T. And it was beautiful. Because then Sema came when I knew what I was doing. You know, me and E.T., we literally built the Anderson experience together. So now the Anderson experience has grown. It has the putting the artists on stage specifically so that they become ready to tour artists. So meaning it does artist development. It's called Volume. That platform is Volume. Then I have Rota, the cultural night. That also will grow, where I will have Rota talks here at the Circle Kigali. Then I'll have Rota kids for the children, and I'll have Rota also for the grown-ups. So then the third is the podcast. I have experiments with Anderson that I'm getting ready to venture or partner with Royal FM. So I will be doing that there. And then the fourth one, those are three. So Volume, Rota, experiments. The fourth one will be called the Ujiriwabo Foundation. And I haven't launched it, so I will not talk about it yet. So those are the platforms in the Anderson experience. And then I have Uwi Consultancy. So that one will just be helping amazing talents be able to get all the things they need, from social media, for example, to being able to reach new times, to, I don't know, let's say getting the right camera guy, getting the right sound, because all of these things are intense. And until you're actually in it, you don't realize that you need 50 people just to pull off one event. You need a proper camera, you need 2, 3, 4 cameras, and you're like, huh? No one told me, you know? So Uwi Consultancy will be about consulting amazing projects. Like I'm already, my first client right now is Atmosfera by DJ Lamper. And we're trying to see how do we make sure such a beautiful event, because we're going to start working, this is the 4th edition. And that's when we're officially signing. But we had been talking and working together since the first one. And it's an event where there's a last one, 700 people or more came. But it's not well, how do you say, documented. It's not, people don't fully understand what is that. They pull up, they have so much fun, but they're like, what was that? That was so good, you know? Because we need people who explain things. We need social media, but we also actually need the media. We need writing on it. We need billboards, you know, that shows all those things. So I want to put that in Uwi Consultancy, and that's what it will be about. It will be about taking on amazing talents and helping them or pushing them get everything they need to make their projects as big as possible. So I can't wait. I'm already working with DJ Lamper. I can't wait to work with David Carmel. I'm very interested in working with him. I can't wait to work with Héritier. We have amazing talents. They just need systems. They just need Koharu Mono who takes on that thing and they know what they're doing. And it's a new venture, and I'm very, very excited about starting it, using all the experiences, all the connections, all the knowledge and wisdom I've been able to gain.